Hi guys, this video is about update 1.3 to the Predator mod. Now by default, the night vision actually enhances colour and contrast when you activate it, so that when you're looking around you actually see really well. However, some people, they said they would prefer a slightly more desaturated look, a more black and white look. So I have added an option in the mod configuration to change not just the brightness but also the colour. So for example, if I change it down to say 35%, turn the night vision off and then back on again, you'll see this time the colours are very desaturated. There is still some colour but not a lot. And if you want, you can also change it so that there is absolutely no colour. There you go, completely black and white. Now I actually prefer the colour, so I'm going to change that back, but you can change it to whatever you want now. There is also a colour option for the Predator Vision, but it is a little different. The Predator Vision adds colour, quite a lot of colour. As you can see, it doesn't just make things brighter, it actually enhances the colours, makes them far more saturated. So what I have done is allow you to edit that. And it's the colour boost. It defaults to 100%. You can reduce it or even completely remove it. So 0%, this is Predator Vision with no colour boost. That's just a brightness boost. And obviously there's the heating effect, the thermal effect on the warm-blooded creature. And if I can actually turn the brightness completely off, and then you'll see Predator Vision with no visual effect whatsoever. There you go. Oh, sorry, I turned it off too quickly. So now you've got the thermal effect, but with no brightness increase, no colour increase. So it's completely up to you how you want to set that one. I think a little bit of brightness is good, but actually I prefer it to be a little darker than the night vision. But I do like the colour boost. I do like the colour boost because I like to have that. I like it to look as if we're looking through a thermal imaging camera. See, there you go. So the brightness only increased a little bit, but the colour is a lot more saturated. Now, one of the other problems with night vision like this is that when you get it set up, you set it up for a room like this and you only want a slight increase. Otherwise, it would just be too bright in this area. But when you go to areas like this that are very dark, you might want slightly brighter. Now, this place isn't so bad because it's actually fairly easy to see even on the low brightness settings, but perhaps you wanted to see this well here. And as you can see, with 100% brightness, you're seeing crystal clear in this very dark area, which is very nice. But of course, you walk into this room and it's way too bright, very overexposed. Well, I've added an option to have adaptive night vision. So if I go along and activate adaptive night vision, it resets the night vision when I select that option. So as you can see, very, very bright, and the end room well, it's too bright. You can see the wall is almost white, a white yellow colour. The candlelight flickering there, but it's white yellow. Now look at it change and become more orange sandstone. And there you go. Look at the brightness of the fire. You can't see the logs. Now watch as I get close to the logs. Because I'm close to the logs, the mod is detecting I'm near a light source. And it is lowering the brightness. As you can see, I can now see the logs more and more. Still fairly hard to see. You are looking at a fire, but it's a lot better. If I walk away and walk into the shadows over, say, here, it will get progressively brighter. It's actually easier to look at it here. As you can see, bright white light. If I run to the point of light, you will see it gets less and less bright until it's standing in a very bright spot. There you go. If I go back to the dark spot, well, not dark spot, but the slightly more shaded spot, the night vision gets stronger and stronger and everything gets brighter and brighter. So Little easier. However, the downside to this is it responds to wherever you are. So if you are in a dark spot, the night vision gets stronger. If you are in a light spot, the night vision drops. Now that's not perfect, obviously, because what would be far better would be if it detected where you were looking. So if I was looking at the shade area, it should get brighter, but as soon as I look at the bright area, it would be nice if the night vision reduced. However, although I know how to do that, I'm afraid not only is it a fairly big task, it is also something that would cause performance issues. I am trying to find alternatives, but as you can see, currently,
ain't nobody high and mighty in these.
This is sort of a nice halfway state. There you go. Night vision's dropped so that the white light is no longer blinding. One other problem with the adaptive night vision is the way the game handles light. Believe it or not, some light is real light, some light is not. For example, this doesn't look too dark, it looks fairly bright. If I wait another, say 2 hours, it will be 10 o'clock. It's daytime, the sunlight's a bit obscured by the clouds, but it's still pretty bright. I'll activate the night vision. You can't see a damned thing, really. Well, not up in the sky. And nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. Now, I'm going to move next to this door where there are some small fires. Now, these fires are not giving off that much light, and yet the mod detects the light and immediately adjusts. So these fires are technically giving off more light than the clouds that are currently diffusing the sunlight. And that is a little unrealistic, I'm afraid. This is because of the way the game handles light. If it was a clear sky, the game detects you as being in bright light. But even though, let's face it, we can see absolutely clearly the game's saying, no, you're not in light. It's a cloudy day, so you're not in light, even though the visibility is perfect. So it is not a perfect solution, I'm afraid. It does not detect how well you can see. All it does is detect how much light there is in the game, and there is a difference between proper light sources. For example, these are giving off proper light, and ambient light. For example, the light given off by the clouds glowing with sunlight, or the snow reflecting light. So it is not perfect, but it's, you know, hopefully it will help a little. And the last thing I've added is a cheat section. Now, please don't get offended by me calling it cheats. I know some people take that word very, very seriously indeed. But I have added a section that allows you to give your character night vision or predator vision no matter what race you are. And I've done that purely because a lot of people have been asking me, can you add it to this custom race? Or can you add an option for sneak characters, perhaps a perk? And the list is endless. And I thought I will add an option for you to add it to your character, and you may add it at whatever point you like. So if you think there is a point in your character's development where night vision is something he should have, then by all means use this. That could be you have a wizard who has finally found a night vision spell, but you really hate casting the spell over and over again and just want to toggle it on and off. Just click this and you've got it. It's completely up to you. If you think Argonians should have predator vision, click this, they've got it. It's very simple and it overrides everything. Okay guys, hope this video helped and I hope you enjoy the mod.